The barbell bench press is a classic exercise that targets the chest, shoulders, and triceps. It's important to maintain proper form throughout the movement to avoid injury. Lie flat on your back with your feet firmly planted and grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Lower the weight slowly towards your upper chest, keeping your elbows tucked in at about 45 degrees. Push the weight back up to the starting position, squeezing your chest muscles together. Remember to breathe out as you push the weight up and inhale as it lowers down. Keep practicing for better results. Pull-ups are a great exercise for building strength. They work your back, biceps, and core muscles. Start by hanging from the bar with an overhand grip. Your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Keep your arms straight as you pull yourself up until your chin is just above the top of the bar. Slowly lower yourself down to the starting position. With control, if needed, use a box or bench to help get into position initially. Aim for 3 sets of 10 reps per workout session. You can increase weight gradually if desired. This will make it more challenging. Make sure that when performing this movement, you maintain proper form throughout. If not, injury may occur. Incline dumbbell press. Lie on an incline bench with your upper back supported. Holding a pair of dumbbells at shoulder height, press the weight straight up towards the ceiling, keeping them close to each other as you extend fully. Lower the weight slowly and under control. Rotate inward as you go down and outward as you go up, maintaining tension throughout the movement. Keeping your core engaged helps stabilize your body during this exercise. This variation targets the upper pecs effectively, making it great for building strength in that specific region. It also allows for greater range of motion compared to flat bench pressing, which can help improve overall shoulder health by working through a fuller range. The barbell row is a great exercise for your back. You want to start with the bar on the ground, and then you're going to bend over at the waist, keeping your chest up and shoulders down. Then pull that weight towards your stomach or belly button, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you do it. Make sure not to round out your back as you go through this movement. Keeping good form throughout will help prevent injury, while also getting the most benefit from the exercise. Barbell squats are a great exercise to build strength and muscle in your legs, but it's important to do them correctly. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart and the bar resting on your upper back, keeping your chest up and core engaged. Lower yourself down into a squat position by bending at the hips and pushing your butt back. Make sure that you keep your knees behind your toes as you lower down to avoid putting too much pressure on them. Once you reach the bottom of the squat position, push through your heels to stand back up straight. Repeat this movement for the desired number of reps or sets as part of your workout routine. Remember to maintain proper form throughout each rep for maximum benefit from this exercise. The leg press machine is a great tool for building your legs, but it's important to use the right technique to get the most out of each rep. Start by adjusting the seat height so that when you sit down, your knees are bent at about 90 degrees. Place your feet flat on the platform, shoulder width apart or slightly wider, keeping your back against the pad. Push through your heels and extend your legs fully. Slowly lower the weight back down with control, stopping just before your knees touch the pads. Repeat for reps. Focus on maintaining proper form throughout and avoid locking out your joints. This will help prevent injury while maximizing results. Walking lunges are a great exercise to strengthen your legs and glutes, improve balance and coordination, and increase cardiovascular fitness. Start by standing with feet hip width apart. Step forward into a reverse lunge, lowering the back knee toward the ground. Push off through the front heel to return to starting position. Repeat on the other side. Continue alternating sides for reps or distance. This is one of my favorite exercises to help build strength and stability. This is the leg extension machine. You're going to start by sitting on this seat, and then you can adjust your feet up and down on these pads here. The goal of this exercise is to extend your legs out to get a good stretch and squeeze on your quads. As you bring your knees back towards you, you want to keep that tension on your quads as much as possible. Make sure to control both parts of the movement for maximum effectiveness. If done correctly, This should be very effective for building bigger quads. The dumbbell shoulder press is a great exercise. It works the front and side deltoids. To perform this movement correctly, you want to make sure that you're sitting upright, with your back against something like a bench or chair, or even just a wall. You don't have to be on an incline at all. Make sure when you bring up those weights that they are directly above your shoulders, so there isn't any pressure on them. And then lower down slowly with control until your arms reach about 90 degrees at your elbows. This will help prevent injury, as well as give you more time under tension for muscle growth. The lateral raise. This is a great exercise to build your shoulders. You want to make sure that you're not swinging the weight and keep it controlled. This is one of my favorite exercises for building my shoulder muscles. So if you guys are looking to build up those shoulders, these are one of the best. Trice pushdowns are a great exercise for building bigger triceps. Start by standing in front of the cable machine with your feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly bent. Grab the handle with an overhand grip and keep your elbows close to your sides as you lower it downwards. Squeeze at the bottom for 2 seconds before returning back up slowly. Repeat this movement for 3 sets of 12 reps for best results. The dumbbell Romanian deadlift. A great exercise for your glutes and hamstrings. You're going to start with a slight bend in the knee. Hinge at the hips, keeping that back straight, and then drive through those heels as you come up. Make sure when you hinge over, you keep that core tight so it doesn't round out. So don't do this. Keep that core nice and tight. And also make sure you have good form. Don't just swing the weight around like this. Keep everything controlled. Squeeze on top of each rep. That way we can really feel those glutes working. The hip thrust is a great exercise to build strength and size in your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. It's also an excellent way to improve posture and reduce the risk of injury by strengthening these muscles. To perform a hip thrust, lie on your back with knees bent at 90 degrees. Place a barbell across your hips and hold it in place with straps. Lift your hips off the ground until they are level with your shoulders. Lower slowly until you reach the starting position. This is a hamstring curl machine. You're going to want to make sure that your knees are bent. You're doing the same range of motion and not using your body to control the weight. And you have some weight added onto it. And then as you pull up with your heels, you should feel this in the back of your legs. Make sure not to go too heavy, because if you do, so just keep them light and controlled first, then go heavy, but do not ego lift. Sitting calf raises. So you're going to sit on the bench. Put your feet up against a platform or something that is stable enough for you to put all of your weight onto it. I prefer using a machine like this one here. And then just raise yourself up and down slowly. And make sure that you are squeezing at the top of each rep. If you don't have sitting, then do standing raises.